Over the past year, India's growth has fallen to its lowest in a decade. The International Labour Organization and industry bodies in the country have warned that if the economy continues to slow down, employment generation will be badly hit. Creating jobs in rural areas has already been a big challenge for the government, and it runs a scheme worth billions of dollars to tackle this. Nearly 2/3 of Indians live in villages, so how will the economic downturn impact job prospects for the country's rural population? I've been taking a look. Lining up in hope of a brighter future. These are candidates applying for the post of constable in the Mumbai police. Rajesh Guzre comes from a village more than 200 kilometers away from the city. A majority of these men are from rural areas, where farming is the main profession. But most aren't able to earn enough money from agriculture, and so they're here despite the tough competition.
There are hardly any job opportunities where we come from, and a government post is preferred because it gives some job security. That's why we have come here, even though we know only few of us will get the job.
In 2005, the government launched a mammoth program to tackle the problem of rural unemployment. Known locally as NREGS, the scheme guarantees 100 days of unskilled work in a year to every rural household in the country. The government spends close to $5.6 billion on it annually, but experts say that while the scheme has been helping, it may not be feasible over a period of low economic growth.
People say the jobless growth, when growth is increasing and jobs were less. Similarly, we should not have growthless jobs. For the sake of creating jobs without growth, then we don't have productive employment. So there is a criticism of NREGS like that. In fact, inclusive growth means more productive employment, quality employment and all, rather than having schemes or that kind of things.
Efforts to set up skilled employment in rural areas have been on the rise in recent years. This group of youngsters is reporting to work at a rural call center. When you step inside this call center, it feels like it could be in any city in India. But actually it's surrounded by mountains and fields, and all of these people come in from villages around in search of opportunities other than agriculture to sustain themselves. Most of India's call centers are still located in big cities, but more and more private companies are looking at rural areas too. This call center is run by Tata Power and employs more than 350 people. Although there were challenges setting it up because it's in a remote location, there have been advantages too, like less employee attrition compared to urban areas.
There is a lot of difference actually, because when you are giving them employment, they are more loyal and sincere to you, to your work, and you can look at them as your long-time partners actually. They can work for you. They are so sincere, they are so loyal, because you have helped them in terms of when they were going through the difficulties.
Nearly 2/3 of India's population live in villages like this. But while the services sector can help create some jobs here, many experts think that still won't be enough. Large-scale job creation may only be possible when more factories are started up in rural areas. India's government has been trying to get big foreign companies to invest in the country and revive the slowing economy. But last week, these plans suffered a big setback when global steel giants ArcelorMittal